Okay, Doug, coming down in 3, 2, and 1. Welcome, everyone, to Jasper High School Baseball here on TV 27. I'm Kurt Schmitt. Today, the Wildcats on the road to battle the Gibson Southern. The Wildcats haven't played in a while since the Forest Park game. They are 9-4 on the baseball season. Gibson Southern, under head coach Jim Reid, they come in at 14-1. They are ranked 10th in the state of Indiana. Their last ball game, a 1-0 victory over Southridge at Huntingburg League Stadium. They will pitch Brad Heuring. He will go to Memphis State to play his college baseball. Should be a good ball game between Jasper and Gibson Southern. We'll have it for you next here on TV 27 Sports. Okay, Doug, coming down, game start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Welcome back to the ballpark. The Wildcats and Titans getting ready to square off here in Fort Branch. Taking a look at the Wildcat lineup as they come in at 9-4 on the baseball season. Leading off and playing left field will be Chad Morton. In the number 2 spot, the junior shortstop Scott Hagan. In right field, Aaron Reese. In the cleanup spot, center fielder Nick Blessinger. Batting 5th and playing first, Chad Huffman. DH Neil Hope will bat after Huffman. Hope is the DH for Jared Brosmer, the pitcher. Batting 7th and playing second base, Ryan Hickey. Matt Mock plays 3rd and bats 8th. And rounding out the Wildcat 9, Phil Kendall, the catcher. Again, in left field to lead things off, Gibson Southern will start Brad Heuring on the mound this afternoon. The Titans come into the ball game at 14-1, ranked 10th in the state of Indiana. They have only lost one time. That a 9-2 decision to the Evansville Central Bears. Morton gets in. He hits .360 on the baseball season. Heuring looks in to his catcher, Lucas Wilder, and this ball game is underway. First pitch is taken outside. Jim Dunlap, the home plate umpire this afternoon, 1-0. Rob Brittingham in left, Tim Lewis in center, Chad Mair in right, Greg Maurer, Alan Stunkel, Chad Lamey, Jeff Nelson, the infield third to first behind the plate, Lucas Wilder. Heuring's next offering to Morton is right down the gut for a called strike. Evens the count up at 1-1. Third baseman Mair in on the third base line, just a tad. Morton, a good drag bunter. We've seen that in recent games. Heuring winds and fires a pitch down at the knees for a strike, and Morton is down on the count 1-2. It's been a long time, or a week or so, since the Cats' last action at Forest Park. A 6-5 bottom of the 7th loss on the road. Heuring's next delivery. He went around, and Brad Heuring picks up his first strikeout. One gone. Heuring on the baseball season, 3-1. As far as his pitching is concerned, 2.03 ERA. Has appeared in 31 innings, giving up 28 hits, 46 strikeouts, and 13 walks. Scott Hagan climbs into the batter's box with one gone here in the first. First pitch to Hagan is down low, 1-0. Heuring signed a letter of intent last week to play for Memphis State. Heuring in the full wind. Hagan looks out. The next pitch, plateward. Breaking ball swung right over the top of it. And the count goes to 1-1. On deck for the Cats, junior right fielder Aaron Reese. Heuring kicks and fires outside. Hagan 1 for 4 with a single and 2 RBIs, along with a run scored in that ball game against Forest Park. Cats with a busy week this week. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Heuring, the next pitch to Hagan. Curveball hit on the ground to Maurer. Takes it off the chest, picks it up on to first. Pulled the first baseman off the bag with a bad throw, and Hagan is aboard on the air. On the third baseman, Maurer. So with one gone, Aaron Reese will be the hitter. Cats play tonight, of course, here at Gibson Southern. Tomorrow on the road at Mount Vernon. You can see that ball game tomorrow at 10. Thursday night, Vincennes Lincoln, the opposition. All those games at 10. Friday in Lafayette and Saturday at McCutcheon. Those ball games on Sunday here on TV 27. So Hagan's aboard at first base. Reese stands in. Heuring goes right over to first base to chase Hagen back. Hagen on the season in the running department has swiped 5 bases. They throw back over, and he's back again. Reese, 1 home run. 11 knocked in. Heuring from the stretch. The pitch Reese's way, a breaking ball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Reese comes in hitting .447. One of the hot Cat hitters. He was 1 for 4 with an RBI against Jimmy Mailing in the Forest Park Rangers last Tuesday night. Hagen at first base. Reese at the plate. Here's the pitch from Heuring. Fouled off the catcher Wilder's equipment. And Reese is down on the count 0-2 with cleanup man Nick Blessinger waiting on deck. The other portion of that good pitching tandem from Gibson Southern, Alan Stunkel, is at shortstop tonight. Stunkel on the season is 6-0, leads the team in victories. Reese at the plate, awaits the 1-2. Here it is. Fastball inside, 2-2. Reese a long look to Terry Gilbert in the third base coach's box. Dan Cherry coaching at first base. They throw back over, and Hagen is chased back. So after not playing a lot of baseball last week and the last 2 weeks for that matter, the Wildcats will play a lot this week and all on the road. Here's the next pitch. Hagen running the throw down to second base, and it's into center field, and Hagen swipes it. So Hagen's 6 stolen base in 7 attempts. Puts him in scoring position, and Reese will negotiate a full count at the plate. Gibson Southern's last action last Thursday at League Stadium against Southridge. A 4-hitter from Stunkel. Eric King from Southridge threw a 1-hitter. They jockey in behind Hagen. The pitch to Reese, called, 3rd strike. And the 2nd strikeout of the afternoon from Brad Heuring. 2 gone for Nick Blessinger. Blessinger, a .268 hitter, shares the Wildcat lead in home runs as well with 2. He, Hickey, and Neil Hope with 2 home runs. Hagen still out at second base. Nick 2 for 4 against Jim Mailing and the Rangers in the last outing. Heuring comes set. The pitch to Nick. It hangs high. 1-0. Titans ranked 10th in the latest poll. 14-1. Blessinger waves the bat a couple of times across the plate. Heuring looks back at the runner. Hagen, Stunkel in behind him. It's shortstop. Delivers a pitch plate with a curveball. Called strike from Jim Dunlap. 1-1. 3:09 down the lines here at Gibson Southern. 370 to dead center field. Also, if you clear the tennis courts, you'll hit one out of here as well. Hagen takes his 2-out lead at second base. The 1-1 to Nick. It's outside. Lamey, or Wilder, the catcher, nearly lost control of it, but regains it. They have infield grass as far as the base paths are concerned, and just cutouts around the bases at first, second, and third, along with the circle at home plate. As you can see, the 2-1 now to Blessinger. Below the knees for a ball, 3-1. Chad Huffman on deck for the Cats. Hagen down at second base, nobody on first, so Heuring might be careful to the all-conference selection from 1 year ago. Here's the pitch to Nick. Swung on and missed. 3-2. Of course, Gibson Southern longer in the Big 8 conference. They are in the PAC in their first full year of competition. The payoff to Nick Blessinger. Ball looped into left field. It will get down. Hagen running at the crack of the bat will come in to score. The throw is cut off. Blessinger now is hung up between first and second. He's being chased back to first base. They run right at him. Still on the rundown, Nick trips, and he's retired, but not before he can drive in a run. He gets the RBI single, knocks in Hagan, and after 1/2 inning of play from Fort Branch, Indiana, it's Jasper 1 and Gibson Southern nothing. Nine or 7, 6, 4, 2, 4, 3 on that rundown play. What? No. What? Yeah, it could be. Welcome back to the ballpark, everyone. The Wildcats lead it after 1/2 inning of play. 1-0 on the RBI single to left off the bat of Nick Blessinger. The Wildcats tonight will send to the hill Jared Brosmer, 1-0 on the season. A 3.31 ERA for Brosmer has appeared in 19 innings, giving up 9 runs, 13 hits, 9 walks, and 19 strikeouts. Climbing in for the Titans to lead things off, right fielder Chad Mair. A .250 hitter, 2 home runs, and 6 knocked in. Followed by Tim Lewis, center fielder, and Alan Stunkel, the shortstop this afternoon. Brosmer's first pitch of the ball game, bunted down the third base line of beauty. Mock comes in on to Huffman at first, not in time. So the Titans get their leadoff man aboard on the bunt down the third base line off the bat of Chad Mair. Morton does that a lot for the Wildcats. And now Mair does it. Tim Lewis, center fielder, will be the hitter now for the Titans. Brosmer works from the stretch position. Runner on the move. Kendall's throw down to second base. Bounces, and the tag by Hagan. A little bit late, but he bobbled the ball as well as the throw was in the dirt. So Chad Mair picks up the stolen base. Titans with 28 steals on the year. For Mair, his first stolen base of the year. This pitch looped into right field. Reese gives chase, catches the baseball, and returns it right back to the infield. Reese was playing shallow on the hitter Tim Lewis, who flies to right field. One guy now for Alan Stunkel. Stunkel leads the Titans in hitting with a .450 average, 5 home runs, and 22 RBIs for Coach Jim Reid. Stunkel, as I mentioned, threw that gem up at Huntingburg League Stadium against Eric King. Brosmer's next pitcher, first pitch down, is outside. Stunkel, good athlete, plays basketball as well for the Titans. Brosmer comes set. They jockey him behind the runner. The pitch is high. 2-0. Brosmer works around there quickly. The pitch to Stunkel, hit into deep left field, left center field, and this ball is out of here onto the tennis courts. Stunkel touches them all for his 6th home run of the season as he drove that ball deep to the gap in left center field. Into the tennis courts, and it's a 2-1 ball game. Brosmer has given up 4 long balls right now. So Stunkel drives in Mair with the home run. That'll bring up catcher Lucas Wilder, a .325 hitter. First pitch to Wilder along the knees for a strike. Wildcat team ERA, a whopping 4.43. They've lowered that in recent ball games. Next pitch is fouled off at the plate, but it hit him, I guess. Brosmer gives up the hit by pitch there. And with one gone, Brad Heuring, the starting pitcher, will climb in. Heuring, a .463 hitter. 4 home runs, 16 knocked in. Titan runner at first base, Brosmer. Plate work, gets by Kendall, and up to second base goes Wilder. So Heuring now with a man in scoring position. Cats down 2-1 here in the bottom of the first. Brosmer comes set. The pitch plateward to Heuring. Sails outside. 2-0. One gone. Brosmer looks out at second base. Pitch to Brad is outside. 3-0. Brosmer's walk to strikeout ratio coming into the ball game. 19-9 in favor of the strikeout. Here's the pitch. Walked him. So Heuring's aboard. The first walk issued by Brosmer. He did hit the previous batter, Wilder. So with runners at first and second, Greg Maurer, the third baseman, the hitter. 298 for Gregg coming in, 11 RBIs. He looks down to Coach Jim Reid, the veteran coach at Gibson Southern. Excellent basketball as well in the wintertime months. See a lot of him in our games. He's the head man of the 14-1 Gibson Southern Titans. First pitch to Mair is in there for a called strike. Third baseman, Greg Maurer, followed by Chad Lamey, the second baseman here this afternoon. Ball hit on the ground to Hagan at shortstop, over to Hickey for one, back to Huffman. Can't dig it. They get the force out at second base. The runner wilds up to third. The force out is complete at second. 6-4, and Maurer's aboard at first base on the fielder's choice. Two gone for Chad Lamey. Lamey, the second baseman, 267, his average coming in. Titans as a team come in batting 291. Runners on the corners, the ball gets by Kendall, and the Titans will score another one as Wilder comes in to score. Up to second base goes Maurer. So it's 3-1. Lamey has a chance to drive another one in down at second base with two guy on the pitch. It's low. Wildcat bullpen action already as Jay Wiseman, the senior lefty, gets loose down the right field line. Breaking ball is high. Brosmer looks at it second. The pitch play were ripped on a line to center field. Blessinger has it come right at him for the third out of the inning. But not before the Titans strike for three here in the bottom half of the first inning. We put one in the books from Fort Branch. It's Gibson Southern 3 and Jasper 1. We're back at the ballpark. We go to the top half of the second inning. Brad Heuring got 3 on the board for his team. In the bottom half of the first inning, Gibson Southern leads 3-1. For the Wildcats, Chad Huffman, first baseman Neil Hope, the DH for Jared Brosmer, and Ryan Hickey, the second baseman for the Wildcats in this inning. They have some work to do. They did pick up 1 in the top of the first on an RBI single to left field off the bat of Nick Blessinger.
The next batter for Jasper is number 22, Chad Huffman.
Chad Huffman, the hitter. 243 on the season for Chad. 1 home run for Chad. Also 5 RBIs. First pitch to Huff. Chops it on the ground. Up the middle. Stunkel gloves it near the bag. Over to first. Got it. Nice dig over there by Nelson, the first baseman. Stunkel corralled the ball and made a throw over to first base.
Now batting number 25, Neil Hope.
That'll bring up Neil Hope. Hope, part of that threesome that owns 2 home runs for the Wildcats. He's got a big gap in right center field. They start him off with a curveball. Heuring tries to barehand and gets by him, and Stunkel has it go underneath his glove into center field. I don't know if Jim Reid would advise the barehanded tactics for his pitcher on that one. Hope is on at first for Ryan Hickey, a 272 hitter. Hope, rather short lead. Nelson holds him on. Heuring in the stretch, the pitch. Swung on and missed. Ball pops out of the catcher Wilder's glove, but Hope can't advance. On deck, Matt Mock. Heuring a long look into his catcher, Wilder. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle. A little bit inside, though. Says the home plate umpire. 1-1 the count. Once again, Wiseman still loosening up down the right field line. Hope the runner at first base. Hickey at the plate. Heuring. Pitch inside. Titans meet Castle later on in the week. Pretty decent ball club. Hickey at the plate, the pitch. A little bit low and outside. 3-1. Cats lost that ball game to Forest Park 6-5 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cats were up 4-0. Plenty of time. Top of the second, Cats trail 3-1. Speaking of 3-1, here's that pitch. Oh, the runner on the move, pitching there for a strike, throw down to second base, and they got it. Ball's on the first base side of second. Stunkel had to apply the tag, and Wilder cut down Hope for the second out of the game. Perfect opportunity there for Hickey to protect the runner and take a swipe at the ball. The 3-1 count, pitch right down the gut, especially with the runner moving. Now the payoff. Walked it. First walk issued by Heuring this afternoon. 2 gone. And Matt Mock, 363 hitter, the third baseman there. First pitch to Matt is outside, 1-0. Comes that in there for a strike to Matt. Heuring working against Mair here. Phil Kendall, the catcher on deck. He throw over and back. Cats got one last and looking for one here. Titans lead 3-1. Here's the pitch. Ball hit on the ground to the second baseman, Lamey. I'll put it on to Nelson at first base to retire the Wildcats as Mock bounces 4-3. Wildcats get a couple of runners aboard, but they cannot do any damage. We played 1.5 from Fort Branch. And Gibson Southern 3, and the Wildcat 1. We're back at the ballpark. Gibson Southern coming to the play in the bottom of 2. They lead 3-1. Jerry Brosmer on for his spinning of work. Brosmer gave up the 2 run over to Stunkel and also gave up a leadoff single to Chad Mair. Brad Schneer will come in to play right field for the Wildcats. Now Aaron Reese goes in to play second base. Rob Brittingham, the hitter. Left fielder 200. Hit around the season. Loops this one into right field. Schneer will have an opportunity. It falls in. Ball punched into right field. And the Titans have their third hit in the ball game. A leadoff single to right off Rob Brittingham. That'll bring up Jeff Nilsson. A 143 batter. No home runs. 3 knocked in. Runner first base, he's on the move, ball put down the first baseline, an excellent bunt goes foul, and Kendall will look at before picking it up. Walker's dirt on that line may get a truer bounce or a truer roll with grass. It can go either way. Now Jim Reid will talk to Jim Nelson. Coach Reid wasn't very happy with his teams getting up there against Southbridge. Eric King did a number on him as far as keeping him dry and throwing a lot of breaking pitches. But his man Stunkel was equal to his task in scattering forwards and picking up that 1-0 victory. Nelson, the hitter in the Titan lineup. The runner at first base, Rosa throws over. Jimmy Mair, the senior lefty for the Wildcats, went to Indianapolis and had some tests done on his shoulder and arm. And he'll lay out at least a week before throwing again. Nelson pulled the bat back to the first base, and the runner is back. Brittingham. One and one now to Nelson. Once again, Brosman throws over. Bottom of 2, Gibson Southern leads 3-1. Huff holds the runner at first base. Nelson squares butt, now pulls the bat back opposite of the infield. Runner quickly gets back. Hagan catches the ball behind the mound. And there's one gone. Jim Reid not exactly happy with his ball club sign right there. Might have cost the Titans a big inning. Chad Mair, the leadoff man, climbs in. Mair singled and scored back in the first inning. Also double base. Brittingham, the runner at first base. And the hitter takes it along knees for a strike. Titan fans not happy with that call. 0-1 the count. Roseman comes set. Brittingham takes the next pitch is inside to Mair. On to Tim Lewis, the center. Mair up in the box. Here the pitch is inside. Bullpen action is stopped down right field line for the Wildcats. Cats might use all their pitchers this week with games every night except Wednesday. Runner on the move, pitch to Mair, fouls it back into the screen. And the count gets even at 2-2. The runner, Brittingham, goes back to first. They throw back over, and they got Brittingham. He failed the dive or slide back in, and Roseman picks him off. 2 gone. Jim Reid's beside himself in the third base coaching box. Here's the 2-2 on the way to Mair. He went around for a strikeout. Roseman's first punch out of the ball game, and He gets the 3 up, 3 down with the play at first base. We have played 2 complete here from Fort Branch, Indiana. It's Gibson Southern 3 and the Wildcats 1. We're back at the ballpark. Phil Kendall will be the hitter, found by Chad Meir. Scott Hagan found Cats. Cats on the bottom half of a 3-1 ball game as we move to the top of the third. Phil 379 hitter standing in. Lead out the third against Brad Heuring. Heuring's given up 1 hit and an RBI single from Nick Plessinger. Brad's first pitch to Kendall, the sophomore backstop, is high 1-0. Kendall 379 has provided a spark in the number 9 spot for the Wildcats before they get back to the top of the order. Into 1-for-3 with runs scored against Forest Park. He skies this ball out in front of the mound toward the first base line, and off the mound is Heuring and makes the grab. 1 gone. Kendall flies out of the pitcher Heuring, and Chad Morton, a strikeout victim, to lead off the ball game as the cat hitter. Morton 360 coming in. They shade him over toward left field with center fielder Timmy Lewis. Third baseman Maurer in down the third base line. He slips the button, drops the bat, runs right through it. 1-1. Looks like 1976 with Mickey Rivers hitting and Pete Rose playing third base with Mair, third baseman Morton. The hitter standing in. He's close enough to shake his hand, as they say. The 0-1. Nice breaking ball from Brad in there for a strike. And quickly, Morton down the count 0-2. Now Maurer steps back a couple of steps to third base, almost even with the bag with 2 strikes. Morton deep in the batter's box, awaits the 0-2 from Heuring. Pass up high, outside catcher Wilder's glove. Will throw to first base to Nelson, a high throw, and they got it. So Heuring records his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Not the easiest one as far as the whole play is concerned, but they got the job done. He went up top with some heat, and Morton chased it. 2 gone for Scotty Hagan. Reached on in the air and came down to score on the RBI single by Blessing the first time up. Also strike base. Heuring works with 2 gone here in the third. Here's the line to fire. It's low. A 1-0 count to Hagan. On deck is Reese. Takes this one along the east for a called strike. 1-1. Only that second game in the last 2 weeks. The 1-1 ball sliced down the right field line. It will get in for a base hit. Hagan will take the turn. The right fielder Mair comes up with it. Ball at the fair side of the line and trickle into foul territory. Mair made a nice play over there to cut it off. Second Wildcat save of the night. It's a 2-out single from Scott Hagan. That will bring up Aaron Reese. He struck out looking his first time up. Pitch to Reese, gets by the catcher Wilder, and down to second base goes Hagan. Heuring's only walked 1, struck out 3, 2 hits. 1 run here in his 3rd inning of work. Play baseball down in Memphis, Tennessee for the Memphis State Tigers. And going behind Hagan, here's the pitch to Reese. Aaron takes it high. 2-0. Previously, the last Tuesday game, the last Wildcat action was the Monday before that, a Big 8 Conference 9-0 win in Tennessee. Behind Matt Mock and Jared Rosemer on the hill. The 2-0 to Reese. Hagan at second base. Below the knees. 4 ball. On deck, Nick Plessinger. Here's the 3-0. Right down to the first strike. 3-1. Titans lead 3-1. Top of the third in here from Fort Branch. Hagen, the runner at second base. Here's the pitch. Re-slam right up the middle. In a center field for a base hit. The center fielder Lewis charges hard. Hagen bounce third. Could be a play at the plate. Here's a good throw at Hagen. It is out. Nice execution by the Titans. Lewis came up throwing and cut down Hagen at the plate for the third out of the inning. Sports Center to catcher, and the Wildcats come up empty here in the top of the third. We play 2.5 from Fort Branch. Gibson Southern 3 and Jasper 1. We're back to the ballpark. Tim Lewis leads things off for the Gibson Southern Titans here in the bottom. Drops the button down third baseline. Mock charges in. Play at first. Got it. And wait for the umpire. He punched him out. 4-5-3. Mock came charging hard on that ball. Punted down the third baseline by Lewis for the first half of the inning. Third place hitter, Alan Stunkel, the hitter. Drove in two with blast left center. Back in the first inning. His sixth round trooper of the season. Slightly closed the plate. First pitch from Garrett Grossman there for a strike, 0-1. A lot of people looking at Stunkel for his balanced decision. Good pitcher for the Titans. The 0-1. Just set inside on deck. Lucas Wilder, the catcher. Still in the lineup today at shortstop for the Titans. Grossman kicks and deals the offering. Right in there, first strike. Nice pitch that time by Jared. He's out ahead of the hitter, 1-2 now. The 1-2 to Alan Stunkel. Curveball hangs high. Morden left for the Cannon. Plessner in center. Branch near and right. Mock, Hagen, Reese, and Huffman. Infielder to first. Next pitch to Stunkel. Chased the high one, fouled it back into the screen. Count goes to 2-2. Or remains at 2-2 if you will. Maybe bunching a little bit towards center field. Schneider way off the line and right. Here's the pitch down. Ball hit to right center field. Schneider circles around it and makes the grab for the second out of the inning. So Northman retires the first two here in this inning. For Lucas Wilder, the catcher. He was hit by a pitch and later came around to score. Pass ball his last time up. Brad Heuring waits on deck. Bottom of the third. Titans lead 3-1. Wilder comes into today's action 3:25. Grossman works from the full line with nobody aboard. The pitch to Wilder bounces into the dirt. 1-0 to count. Castro for one in the top of the first before the Titans answered for three in the home half of the first. The 1-0 Wild sails high. 2-0. Cats at Mount Burns. Tomorrow they have a good pitcher in Curtis. Coached by Dave Bell. Big 8-0. The 2-0 is low. It's 3-0. Phil Halsema and the Vincennes Lincoln Alice on Thursday night at Hillfield. For a 7 o'clock start, if you're going to the ball game, we'll have for you 10 on T27. The 3-0. It's low. Walk deep on 4 pitches. Throws for second walk. And a 2-out walk brings Brad Heuring to the plate. This is pretty dangerous. Heuring, a 463 hitter. 4 home runs, 16 knocked in. He walked on his forced out his first time at the plate. Right-handed hitter. Taps the bat next pitch. Swung on and missed. Good pitch along the knees. 1-1 now. Huffman holds the runner on first base. Wild. Roseman will throw. He's already picked one off that Brittingham last inning. Play Heuring straight away. Roseman comes in. Pitch plateward. Curveball. Hit into left field past the diving Matt Rock for a 2-out single from Brad Heuring. Mike stretched out, but just couldn't keep it in the infield. Maurer reached on a field choice. His first time up, and he stands in here with runners first and second and 2 gone. Titans already on top, 3-1. Roseman's fourth hit of the ball game yielded. Mair slightly open at the plate with his stance. Here's a pitch fouled off over the screen. And it's 0-1. Maurer with 14 hits since 47. Trips the plate. He leads the hits in that department. Trips the plate now at first base, and they have a runner hung out to dry. Heuring found out that Phil Kendall has a strong arm, especially on those snap throws down to first base. Gibson Southern gets a couple of base runners aboard here in the third inning, but they fail to score after 3 complete from 4 branches. Gibson Southern 3 and Jasper 1. We're back at Gibson Southern, the Wildcats, and Titans involved in a 3-1 ball game with Titans on top. Wildcats will have Blessinger, Huffman, and Neal against Brad Heuring on for his 4th coming on the hill. 3 hits, 1 run, walk 1 and 3. Cats enter at 9-4 on the season. Usually this is a conference game, but the Titans member of the PAC now. Doing quite well in that league as well are the Titans. Beats Tecumseh 11-1 within the conference. Also Wood Memorial 10-3, South Spencer 3-1. Blake Kruger and North Posey 11-0. And Pike Central 2-1. Burfish and Blessinger cut on and miss. Those were their conference ball games. Also beat Boonville 8-2. Beat David Harrison team 9-6 as well. Here's next pitch. Nick is high from Brad Heuring. Heuring has 3 of those 9 victories. He also got the loss in the ball game against Paul Grease and Spencerville Central. We found out twice the Bears hit pretty well. The 1-1 hit on the ground to the third baseman. Maurer stretches out, loves it on Nelson first time. Third baseman ball comes to you right away. You have time to knock it down, recover, make a throw, and that's what Maurer did there for the first out of the inning. Score at 5-3 to bring Chad up into the plate now. Up and bounced out to Stunkel, and a nice play by Stunkel his last time up. 1 down here in the 4th. Cats trail 3-1. Heuring out on the mound, looks into his catcher. Wilder gets the side of the pitch. A curveball bounces into the dirt. And back to the screen. Neal Holt on deck for the Cats. Heuring takes time out on the mound before getting ready the next 2 up. Fire the pitch to Huffman. Chad twirls the bat behind him. Here's the pitch. Low. 2-0. Huffman has walked 1 time. Fan 4 times. Baseball season 2-0 to Huffman. Ball hit high, foul out of play for the scoreboard down the right field line. Out of play. 2-1 up. One guy here in the top of the fourth inning from Gibson Southern. Here's the next pitch. Nice breaking ball that time from Gregg. Up and swung right over the top of it. Here's a 2-2. This ball hit down the right field line. Nelson gives chase over near the scoreboard and bounces idly to foul territory as Nelson went up against the fence down the right field line. I mentioned the cutouts around the bases. Coach Reid was talking before the ball game and trying to get the dirt back in the baselines and out around the infield area. Get the right equipment to drag and cut it. Speaking of the dirt in the grass. 2-2 now to Huffman. Hit on the ground, slow with the Mair third base, up with a Nelson at first, strong throw. Got him, he put on the back. Mair's been busy so far this inning at third base. Straight putouts. Neil Hope to the plate. Hope reached on air his last time up was not stealing. Wildcats be able to protect the runner. Hope was hung out to dry in that steal attempt. Bad with nobody aboard. Here's the pitch slow. 1-0. Next pitch from Heuring. Ball fouled directly behind us and out of play as pitcher Rounder gives a look. Count goes to 1-1. New baseball and flies back out on the rubber. The pitch to Hope. Foul back to the catcher's glove for a strike. 1-2. On top of the catch, Brad Schneer. Hope should get on. 1-2 to Wildcat PH. Neil Hope has played in that role much of the season. This ball chopped toward Maurer at third base, fields it. And over to first, make up a foul ball. So Hope will come back in. Played third base in one of the games against Shadar, but mostly at DH. Also does a lot of catching in practice. And as well when they hit batting practice and such. Now 1-2 to Hope now. Low, evens count up at 2-2. Here with the pitch. Here it is. Oh, takes the bad one. The catcher, Wilder, up with the throw to Nelson, first base. And Hope goes down and swings for Heuring. His fourth strikeout of the afternoon. 3.5 in the books from Gibson Southern High School. Gibson Southern 3 and Jasper 1. We're back at the ballpark. We move to the out of the fourth inning. Greg Maurer, Chad Lamey, and Rob Brittingham. Maurer was at the plate when Heuring got picked off as Kendall threw down to first base. Fourth inning, Titans lead 3-1. Rosen on for another inning. Here's the pitch to Maurer, high and tight, 1-0. Rose comes in at 1-0 with a 3.31 ERA. Next pitch on the way, up ground towards Mike at third, off his glove, and Maurer's aboard at first base. Brosmer in the game against Forest Park. A great outing, 5 innings, 2 hits, did not allow a run. Struck out 4 and walked 2 before the root came in on the Wildcats in that 1 inning. Clutter on move, the hitter, Lamey, fouls it off with Maurer moving. Coach Gilbert wants the Wildcats to compete a little bit harder and know what kind of situations they're in. 1-1 the count. To Lamey, there's a bunt right out front of Kendall. Will throw down to first base once somebody gets over. The ball's in the right field now. Schneer back up on the ball, throwing to third base. Everybody's safe. And up to second base goes Lamey. Now he's got a run down. Maurer's down at third base still. Now Reese commits toward him. And they chase him back to third. Now the ball's on the left field line. Ward's backing up that play, so everybody's safe. Maurer's at third, and Lamey's at second base after the bunt. Cats look like they had one out there for sure, but then threw it around. And Maurer will come around to score, I guess, as the ball got loose down the third base line and got into a place that they deemed out of play after Morton was backing it up. And it's 4-1. There's a lot of open space with the batting cage down the left field line, and Morton may have been backing up in that position. So Mair comes in to score up to third. I guess the throw goes late. That'll bring up Brittingham, left field. Pitch to him is outside. So the Titans pick up one here. Maurer comes in to score. On deck, Jeff Nelson. Here's the next pitch. Chase the pitch outside, 1-1. Lamey, the runner down at third. Bunted the baseball right out in front of the plate. Throw down to first got away as they had to wait for the second baseman to go and cover. The 1-1, Lamey at third, cut on this. Around the shoulders or letters as well. 1-2 now. Nobody on here in the Gibson Southern home half of the fourth. Jim Reid and the Titans lead 4-1. Wildcat infield in. Bach holds the runner on at third base until the release the pitch. Here it is. Chopping it out of Reese at second base. Bobbles it for a second. On to Huffman. And they got the out with the infield in. They kept Lamey at bay at third. Scored 4-3 for the first out. Chad Nelson, the hitter. Once again, the Cats still in. Brosmer, the stretch in the pitch to Nelson. Foul back off the massive Bill Kendall. As he readjusts that, it's 1-1. On deck, Chad Mair, the right fielder. The leadoff here. Nelson. Sky to Hagen his last time up at shortstop. Here's the 0-1 to Nelson. Took it down the gut for a strike. 0-2 now. High school baseball on TV 27. The 0-2. Found a curveball back into the glove of Kendall. Brosmer, second strikeout. Versus 2 walks. Two gone for Mair, the right fielder. Single to struck out, so Chad is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Runner still at third base. First pitch from Brosmer hangs high, 1-0. He had 3 in the first and 1 here in the fourth to lead 4-1. Here's the next offering. Ball down to Reese at second base, and he fields it right out of the air. Hit it off the end of the bat, and Reese was able to corral it in the air for the third out of the inning here in the fourth. We have played 4 complete from Gibson Southern High School. It's Gibson Southern 4 and Jasper 1. Welcome back to the ballpark, everyone. Kurt Schmitt on TV 27 Sports. The Wildcats will center the play here in the top of the fifth inning. Brad Scher, Matt Mock, and Phil Kendall. Schneer's first time up tonight, 133 his average. Has not hit one out of the iron, has not knocked one in. He came in and played peaky earlier in the game. Faces Brad Heuring on for inning number 5. Heuring pretty well. First pitch to Brad is not 1-0. Greg Maurer, third out, Stunkel at short. Chad Lamey at second. Jeff Nelson at first base. Lucas Wilder behind the plate. And Schneer digs in here against Brad Heuring. The kick in the deal. Swung out and missed. By Brittingham left, Tim Lewis in center. And Chad Mair in right. The 1-1 to the Jasper senior right fielder, Brad Scher. He waves the aluminum across the plate. Here's a pitch right full to center field for a base hit. Lewis goes over right center to cut it off. And Schneer singles sharply up the middle. Fourth hit issued by the Gibson Southern Brad Heuring. I'll bring up Matt Mock. Mock's up on the ball game bounce. Second baseman Lamey his first time up. Lefty hitter at the plate. As they chase Schneer back. Matt, the only left-handed hitter in the Wildcat lineup. Schneer's not attempted stolen base as of yet. Pitches in there for a strike. Cats 35 of 38 in the stolen base department coming in. They were thrown out once tonight. A couple of those on pickoff plays early in the season as they throw back over. Maurer, the third baseman, expecting a bunt out of Matt Mock here. He's way in on the line at third base. Here's the pitch to Mock. It's going right over the top of a Heuring breaking ball there. Mock has taken the ball the other way allowed this year, or a few times I should say, against Forest Park. He took one the other way to left field for a base hit, but he's down on the count 0-2 and just wants to get bat on the ball here. The runner here takes his lead at first base, pitch to Matt. Outside, 1-2 on deck. Will catch Phil Kendall. Nobody down here in the visitor half of the fifth. Here in Fort Branch, the Cats trail 4-1. Here's the offering to Mock. Swung on and missed. Brad Heuring's fifth punch out of the afternoon. One gone for Phil Kendall. Flew out to Heuring the last time up. Schneer, the runner at first base. Heuring steps up back and chases him back to base. The cutout, Schneer, 1 foot on the grass, 1 foot on the dirt. Here's the pitch to Kendall. Low. Coach Dan Sherry down at first base. Terry Gober down at third wants some company in the first. Some Wildcat base runner here. As they bat here in the fifth. Heuring comes second belt. Long look. He's pitching there to Kendall. One. Here throws over. Change back up now. Slide. Jack Morton on deck. Leadoff man. Here's the pitch to Phil. Ball tap foul at the plate. In the count remains at 1-2. They don't have lights here at Southern, so thus the 5 o'clock start. Game moving on pretty briskly. 1-2. Here's the pitch to Kendall. Down middle for first base. No need for a tag or throw. And Kendall goes down looking. Nice pitch on the knees by Heuring. A 6th strikeout. And the 2 gone. Chad Lamey throw on the plate. He has not had very good luck against Mr. Heuring tonight. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Both on a swing righty. Locked him up at the plate a little bit the first time up on the check swing. Here's the pitch to Chad. Hangs high, 1-0. Titans on top, 4-1 here in this baseball game. You can join us on TV 27 Sports. We will be in Mount Vernon tomorrow night for a game against Dave Bell and the Vernon Wildcats. Here's the pitch. It's low. Mount Vernon with athletic director Gary Redmond, the former coach of Northeast Du Bois and the coach at Southern Indiana. Will be visiting their ballpark. 2-0 now. Here's the pitch. Moore tries to bunt. Fouls into the glove of Lamey. Wilder, now Schneer is hung up between first and second. And he is out. For the third out of the inning. Wildcats did not score here in the top of the fifth inning. We have played 4.5 from Fort Branch. It's Gibson Southern 4 and Jasper 1. We're back to the ballpark. Schneer was kind of in a rundown between first and second after the play. The pitch to the plate was attempted to bunt from Morton, but went back to the catch glove and they went down to first base. So Tim Lewis will lead things off at the bottom of the fifth against Garrett Brosmer. First pitch to Tim is out of the zone, 1-0. Tim Lewis is 0 for 2 in the ball game tonight. Brosmer working the full wide mock in at third base. Pitch to Lewis along with these first 1-1. Ball game getting into its latter stages here. Once you get to the fifth, 1-1. Ball dropped to the ground to Hagan. Short. He's up with it on to the first. One gone. One gone for Stunkel. Homered with the man on in the first and flew out to Schneer. Back in the third. Thanks to people at Gibson Southern, head baseball coach Jim Reid for their hospitality right in front of the concession stand. First pitch is in there for a strike. Uncle will play the next pitch. Sails outside. One gone here. Stunkel to be followed by Wilder, the catcher. The next pitch. Ripped on the line of center field. Blessing charges hard through the gap and makes a nice sliding catch. And something they've wanted Nick to do is get a better jump on the ball and go for those plays in the outfield. He did just that there as Stunkel lines sharply to Nick in center field. Wilder, the catcher, stands in, was hit by a pitch and scored first and reached on a walk his last time up. He will confer with the head man down third base side. For the Wildcats in the top of the sixth, they will have their top of the order. Kendall will lead off, followed by, will be Hayden Reese and Blessner to come to the plate. Wilder, the hitter. Check that. Morton will still be at the plate after Schneer was caught in the rundown. Wilder at the plate now for the Titans. The first pitch was a ball. Next pitch sails high as well. 2-0. 2 gone here in the fifth. Titans lead at 4-1. Brosmer, 2 over to Wilder. Just a high pitch. 2-1. Matt Hawk at third for the Cats. Scott Hagan over Aaron started the game in right. He's been at second base. And Huffman is at first. Morton, Blessinger, and Schneer, the outfield. Phil Kendall behind the plate. The pitch. Down on the ground. The shortstop Hagan fields it on. The big bounce on to Huffman for the third out. The Brosmer retired the Titans in order here in the fifth inning. We play 5 complete from Gibson Southern High School. It's Gibson Southern 4 and Jasper 1. Ballpark here at Gibson Southern. Chad Morton went the last thing in the batter's box for the Wildcats on that rundown play. Bobby Schneer at first base will lead things up. He will be followed by Scott Hagan and Aaron Reese there as Brad Heuring still out on the hill for the Titans. Going into a sixth inning of work. 4 hits, only 1 run given up. Has fan 6 and issued 1 free pass so far in the ball game. Wildcats have some work to do here in the first of 6 games this week, all on the road away from the friendly confines of Brooks Field. We mentioned in the previous inning, Moore over 2 against the offerings of Brad Heuring so far in the game. Once again, third baseman Mair coming to third base. Morton, good bunter. Has gotten a few bunt hits this year. Followed by Hagan and Aaron Reese. Heuring's first pitch play went nice. Bender in there for a strike, 0-1. And hitting here in the top of 6. Heuring a long look to his catcher Wilder. The next delivery plate work, foul back over the screen. And down the count 0-2 here against Heuring. No bullpen action for the Titans. Heuring working on a good ball game. Here's the 0-2. Ward chased it. He's got the hat trick as far as strikeouts are concerned. 1 gone here in the 6th. Ward's fan 3 times. Scott Hagan, the junior shortstop, 1-2. A run scored, hitting 343 coming in. Playing a good game defensively as well. Keeping the batter's box for the junior shortstop Heuring. Kicks and fires a first pitch plate where it sails out of time. It's 1-0. 7 strikeouts, for Heuring in the ballgame. Go against 1 walk. He winds and fires the next pitch to Hagan. Curveball hangs inside and just a tad low. 2-0. Play Hagan somewhat straight away in the outfield, a little bit off the line. Here's the next pitch. Ball fouled sharply into the screen. Aaron Reese on deck. Heuring's next pitch, another good curveball from Heuring. Evens the count up 2-2. Evens the count. Here's a 2-2. It's a fast upstairs, 3-2. Heuring has not been deep in the count very often to Wildcat hitters tonight. You'll have a chance to pay off pitch right here to Hagan. Heuring stands tall on the mound. The payoff pitch to Hagan, breaking ball. He walked it. So it comes with the 3-2 breaking ball. Hagan's aboard. 1-out walk. Aaron Reese, 1 for 2, will stand in. Reese at 447 here. In the second spot earlier in the season, Coach Gilbert moving down the order into that third spot. Had some good production. Cats need some good production here. Down 4-1 here in the 6th. Pitch to Reese. It's low. Reese to be followed by Blessing here at the meat of the cat order. Needs to do some damage here. The Cats are going to come back. Heuring throws over and back is Hagan. Cats started off the ball game in fine fashion. They got an RBI single from Nixon, but since then it's been Gibson Southern. Next pitch. In there for a called strike. 2-0. One gone, Reese the plate, Hagan. Short at first base, Heuring comes set, and the pitch. Along the knees for a strike. See if Hagan's on the move down at first base. Hagan was not stealing earlier in the ball game. and Bluff's going, and Reese goes down, swing. Heuring reach back or something there. Picks up his 8th punch out. On to Rick Lessinger. Single RBI and also bounce out to Mair at third. Hagen still the base runner at first base. Here's the first pitch, Nick, along the knees for a strike. They throw over and back is Scott Heuring. Cats have only mustered 4 hits against the Gibson Southern pitcher Brad Heuring. Heuring into the stretch. Looks down, comes set. Here's the pitch to Nick. Chasing over his head. He's down 0-2. 2 gone here in the 6th inning from Fort Branch. Cats on a short end of a 4-1 stick. Here's the next pitch. Chase another pitch over his head. He fans. Wildcats get a runner aboard, but can't push him around any further. We played 5.5 for Gibson Southern High School. Jim Reid, the Titans 4, and Jasper 1. Brad Heuring hitter for the Titans here in the bottom of the 6th inning against Roseman, back on for another inning. The first pitch, Heuring there for strike as he cuts on and misses. Pitch on the way to Heuring. It's this ball in the left field. Breaks back before coming in toward the infield. Waits for it to come down and hauls it in. 1 gone. Greg Maurer, the hitter for the Titans. Mair, 298 on the season. He is 1 for 2 into a fielder's choice and also singled and scored back in the 4th inning. Roseman has given up 5 hits on night and all 4 Titan runs. To be followed by Lamey, the second baseman. Starts him off with a curveball. It's low. 1-0. Cats at the plate, Huffman, Hope, and Schneider in the visitor half of the 7th after the Titans bat here. The 1-0 pitch, ball hit into the air in right field. Schneider goes back, circles, and makes the grab. Quickly, 2 gone. Other than that first inning, when the Titans picked up 3, Brosmer, for the most part, has kept them at bay. They got the 1 in the 4th, but Brosmer has pitched pretty decent. Chad Lamey, the hitter, laid down bunts last time. The ball also flew out to Nick Plessinger in center field. Lamey waits the first pitch from Brosmer. It's high. 1-0. Brosmer working on a 5-hitter. Big blow, I guess, in the first game was that 2-run shot by Stunkel. The next is outside off the black. 2-0. Roseman hit 1 walk, 2. Go along with a couple of strikeouts. Next pitch on the way. This ball hit into deep left center field. Gordon and Western both give chase, and it's up against the wall on a tennis court. And Lamey is in its face with a stand-up double. Now the ball gets loose in the infield, but the Cats are able to control it. So Lamey doubles deep to left center field. An extra base back of the night for the Titans. A 2-out double. The left center off bat of Chad Lamey. Kurt Jocham at the plate. And 182 there for the came in and replaced with Brittingham earlier. First pitch to him is in there on the inside portion. 0-1. Jocham, 4 hits and 22 ABs. Next pitch is a curveball. 1-1. The count runner at second base is Lamey. Here's the pitch. Off high into the air behind the second base bag. Hagen will wait for it to come down and make a catch. Try and get a two-out double off the bat of Lamey, but failed to score. In this inning, we have played 6 complete from Fort Branch. It's Gibson Southern 4 and Jasper 1. 6. We're back at Gibson Southern. Chad and Neil Hope and Branch Nair, the Wildcat hitters, to try to extend this ball game into the bottom of the 7th. The Titans lead 4-1. Titans will beat around the hill as Heuring. He's working on a 4-hitter in this game. Huffman so far, the game has bounced down twice. Once the Stunkel is short, the other to Mair at third. Good shot away. Huffman, a good pitch by Heuring. It's 0-1 quickly. Fine deck for the Cats. Heuring up in the count against Huffman, 0-1. The kick in the deal. Fouled off the middle. The catcher, Lear, and Huffman down 0-2. Cats and Alpern tomorrow on a 6 o'clock start if you're going down to Posey County for that ball game. We'll have it for you at 10 here on TV 27. We're close to that time as possible, with depending on how the game gets over. The 0-2 and Huffman. Ball into the dirt. 1-2. Here's the pitch. It's low. Heuring wanted that one. Huffman lays the bat. Here's the pitch. Swung out and missed. Now strikeout for Brad Heuring. One gone. Heuring coming into the ball game. 46 strikeouts as opposed to 13 walks. 2.43 is the ERA and looking for its 4th win of the season. Stunkel leads the team at 6-0. Tim Lewis also 3-0 for the Titans. Got Mair and Jeff Nelson with a win apiece. Neil up at the plate for the Cats. One gone. Here's the pitch to Hope. He chased the pitch low. Oh, 1. Here's the next one to Hope. Down the ground, foul pass. Maurer at third. Hope down in the count, 0-2. On deck for Jasper, Brad Schmitt. And needs some runs. They trail 4-1. Here's the pitch. Ball fouled out of play. 0-2 now. Kicks in, looks out at the mound. Heuring. Or wide and fire the open. Barely missed. 1-2. Heuring does not like that baseball, will. Get another one from the home plate umpire. Coming wide. He's got Hope out for punch number 11. So Branch Mair, who singled his last time up, will be the hitter. Trying to extend this ball game. 2 gone here in the half of the 7th inning. Back on deck. Titans lead 4-1. Mair hits his ball on the ground to the shortstop Stunkel. He bobbles it on to Nelson at first. Not in time, throws it away, and Schneider will stay at first base. So the Cats have a runner. First base catcher Wilder did a good job of backing that throw up. Kevin Cartwright will now come in to run at first base for Wildcats. Sophomore will replace Schneider. Cartwright at first base with 2 gone. So the 2 gone, Matt Mark gets played. Matt over 2 tonight. Man his last time up against Heuring. He at the plate. Not right runner at first base with 2 gone. Heuring comes set. Pitch. It's outside. One on the count. Phil Kendall on deck. Cats need a couple. Pretty big snap. They trail 4-1 here at the top of 7th. Matt at the plate. Heuring in the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ball right on the ground. What happens? Stunkel over to second base. Lamey to wrap this one up. So, Mark rounds sharply to Stunkel at shortstop over to second base for the force play, and the Gibson Southern Titans win this ball game 4-1. We will take a look at this ball game and further detail, give the totals, and wrap things up from Gibson Southern right after this. Okay, Doug, post-game stand-up coming down at 3, 2, and 1. Welcome back to Fort Branch, everyone. The Wildcats drop at 4-1 to the Gibson Southern Titans. Another outstanding pitching performance from Brad Heuring. He pitched a 4-hitter, also fanned 11 Wildcats. Cat got off to a good start. They score the first run of the ballgame, but Gibson Southern comes with 3 in the bottom half of the first inning. 2-run homer off by Allen Stunkel, the big blow in the ballgame. The Wildcats drop their season slate to 9-5 on the campaign. Jim Reid Titans now 15-1 on the baseball season. The Wildcats next action tomorrow night on the road at Mount Vernon to take on Dave Bell. And the Wildcats will have it for you at 10 o'clock. Get on TV 27 Sports. Once again, repeating the final score from here at Fort Branch, the Gibson Southern Titans 4 and the Wildcats 1. For Keith Thunder, with Kirk Jocham saying good night from Gibson Southern.
I took his hat off and gave him a haircut.
If his heart wasn't pounding before, it definitely is now.
Curtis, with the bases loaded, the face rolling here. Third phase, a lot of balls up the middle this year. And that's what you want to do, take it right back up the middle.
We're Scott rolling up the plate right now. With bases already hit 1 grand slam this year. That was in the Jasper Invitational against Evansville Central. He nailed 1 out.
First pitch to him. That's the one that was there. Now, the 1-2, he kept looking. His last time up took a couple of pitches. Now, Scott, now the third baseman. Well, the corner scorer, now put pitch to and come up and let the plate up the middle, go for 2 with Grimes and Mair at short and second. Also, right back, went down into it, up the middle, and Curtis could be on trying to hit. The pitch to Rowan. Swung on, ripped sharply over Yasmin's head in foul territory at third base. That's why the pitch runner in foul territory in case the ball does hit him. That's a dead ball and put a home down, but if you're in third territory, you're out. Batter's out, or the runner's out.
Of course, Wiseman had to do some quick thinking over that because that ball just flew right down that line.
Winner at first takes a big pass.
today's Scott is walk-up rule. Nick Blessinger, of course. Nick with a lot of himself.
Not exactly the most ideal situation to go from the pitcher of the bases, Jim. Nick in the right field. Benoni goes back. Will come in now. Make the catch. Wiseman will come in from third, and the third is not in time as they cut the play off. Slipped at one point. That's 3-0. Play gets out in a slipping situation. Sack fire runner. Roll stay good. Wiseman still down in the home plate area.
Looks like when he's led, he might have gone down because it's kind of might have got stuck in the dirt or something. You know, right there. Don't want to speculate anything of what injury would be if there.
Wiseman still down on the field as Branch gets rid of the 1-1 down on the right field line of the bullpen. That could be some trouble. Now Wiseman sets up. Tries to come to his feet. That's the right hand. Not on the fifth inning. Still look at Wiseman. You see Coach Chad Lamey. Make that situation over. I'll help Wiseman off the field. How about that? We'll take this time up. Lead 3-0. Sacrifice fire right field for one playing Wiseman. And as Brad Schmitt continues to loosen up. The Wildcats pitch to Blessing a foul back into the screen. So Brad Schmitt probably will come in early. Back in the 6th inning after the Wildcats battle on the 5th. Nick Blessinger. Wildcats. 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors. Not bad. 1 and out. Blessinger. Here it is. Chased it. 0-2.
That pitch here by courtesy kept it low. Blessinger did go after it.
0-2 Blessinger. Runners at first and second. They take big 2-out leads. Big at second. And first pitch to Blessinger. Left field. Never go down. Big turn. Third for Hagan. He will come in to start left fielder. Slips. And the Wildcats have runners at second and third. And they're leading 1-0. As Blessinger goes in to second base. On the throw right. Nick Blessinger.
So the Cats taking advantage of those 2 walks issued by Curtis to Wiseman and Hagan. Point. Go for those runs.
And that's the battle lead hitter. Catswell. Here's a pinch runner at third base. Chad Martin will come in. Kurt Schmitt will go out. Martin will lead the run. And at third base, now it's passing out 2-1.
It's going to bring up Dustin Bradley. Dustin 1 for 1 with the walks, as you mentioned earlier. Getting that average up just a little bit.
Now with 2 outs for Foose. We'll go down to Wildcat Baseball and one up on the Western Kurt on the 3 yet, but he's capable of pitching for the Wildcat Baseball team. mound will be used later on this week and next week. So, Maurer got the big there. Bradley, let's see what's going on. It's second field. First pitch is outside 1-0. Put the catch up for more. They're running the gap at week 6 table. So through there, it's up against the wall. The run the scoreboard comes in as well. Blasting on a 2-out double. And 2-out for Justin Bradley. Trying to get out. Norton and Griffin will score and make it 6-0.
That's what we talked about, the Gats playing runs. In the late innings, and here comes a balance and bounce. That might be it for Chris.
That might be it. As the pitcher falls him out of the dugout, pitcher crash on the hill as the Cats come out of the bottom of 5th inning. They lead 6-0. We'll be back after this.
I couldn't remember if he made it this inning or last inning.
Pitching change. Pitching change. What? Comes up with Chad Lamey on 3rd and 2, third straight, 6 hits, 6 runs, struck out 3, and he's responsible for Mair at second base as well. We'll go back to sacks with a count back down the right center. And Chad put it up the bump for Thompson and double play also. Has a good hitter tonight. Bounce, that's correct with 2 outs as Bradley goes deep up against the fence on the right center.
So the Cats getting bats going right in the game like they've done a few times this year. And that happened here, hoping to add to it.
Huckman followed by Edward, pitch again. Huckman's first pitch to Huckman. It's 4. 2-1 the clock. And trail 6 left. And trailing only 2-0. Can't see him at first, but in the 5th. Big activity at Kurt Schmitt minutes outside. Big one.
Fierce and Schmidt's warming up out there.
1-1. Here's the pitch. It's 1-5 minutes. Out of mountain for the breaking pitch. It's 1-2.
Nice cut up and just pulled the trigger a little too soon.
The 2-out pitch there and drive in Bradley. Puts some set. Checks the runner. Pitch inside to Chad. Good cut. To Chad half first baseman. Green earlier. Plus light. Opposite to right. And got back at it. Huffman puts the pitch this one. To the high and foul pitch over to the third kid over near the mound point dugout in the coach's box. And it's baseball. Wildcats pick up 3 runs in the bottom of the leading up Wildcats 6-0. We're back after